on with very exciting and good presentations, and it's my opportunity to welcome Andrzej Rys, Director for Health Products and Services in DG Sante from the European Commission. And you'll introduce us the opportunities for dementia research from the proposed European health data space. Please, the floor is yours.
Good morning, good afternoon. This is in the noontime. So it's quite easy job after Petra and Jasper, because you can see almost like, I don't know who finally built this program, but we are starting from research development. We are coming to the regulatory science and use of research and potential of research. Petra, you finished with a call, linking clinical trials with developers, with the use of new digital endpoints and data and so on. And I am in the little bit going up to the helicopter view from Europe, from European Union and member states. And my job is to present you very shortly to, can get my slides or they're, yeah, I got them. If not, I can do without slides. So we are in a very exciting moment when we are proposing regulations that are really forward-looking. I mean, the difference, at least for me, when I see the development in my team in the cooperation with member states, it really started from blank page. Nobody did this before. We don't have European health data space. We have number of developments in member states, as mentioned, in Denmark, Germany, Finland, but the whole concept of European health data space was coming, slowly in one hand from the development in the member states, because of course we have seen development in number of areas. Very interesting development which Jasper was referring to, big data task force in the European Medicine Agency. As a member of the board, I have seen this development, how difficult it was to start, and then thanks to colleagues who were championing this area from HMA, especially from Danish agency and from European Medicine Agency, we are now in the next phase. It got stimulus also because of COVID. We were able to change mandate of European Medicine Agency, and data and support for the Darwin was established, because we have seen during COVID, that Europe was the first jurisdiction in the globe which was able to catch, for example, the very rare side effects of COVID vaccines, thanks to power of data. So it's important to see this in the relations to those developments. And finally, in the beginning of this commission, the commission announced the build the data strategies for Europe. And part of this development was linked to development of European health data space. So our goal was, our idea was to build a system which, one hand, is going to help with the use of primary health data. So those data, we as a patients, I am the patient, so we need to be cured. Our professionals, our healthcare providers, our hospitals have to share and help, with the diagnosis and treatments, and also really go to the second pillar, what is the secondary use of data, which basically we discussed today, how data can be generated, collected, and used, and of course, accessed by researchers and others like regulatory agencies like European Medicine Agency, or by industry, starting from the small companies, startup companies. They don't have access to data very easily, but also big companies, both in all sectors, especially, of course, pharma and medical devices. But the third pillar we should not forget is also focusing on the promotion of the single market, the use of different medical products or digital products and digital services. So we have now slides, so I will try to go through them very, very quickly. So in one hand, we see, when you see this from the Alzheimer disease research, of course, is a growing field of research since many years, but we strongly believe there's a lot of potential to be gained thanks to better use of data, and also AI, and also help with the organization of care for patients and families with Alzheimer's disease. So we have two regulations. One is the European Health Data Space. The proposal was made in May 2020, and the second important is so-called Artificial Intelligence Act. So both are now under negotiations. Artificial Intelligence Act is more advanced. European Health Data Space the negotiations were launched by French presidency, the Council. Now we are waiting for Parliament to start their assessment and negotiations. So we will hopefully reach final agreement in coming year. So what is important to also think about? I already mentioned about the primary use of data. And here, of course, one of the area of concern is the quality of data. This again referring to Jasper's point. Even with the volume, which is of course the big data attitude to gain as many data as possible, still if the quality of data is poor, even the best supercomputer, you can correct me, Petra, it still will not give us big support with data rubbish. So the quality of data, but also motivation of healthcare providers to collect those data and make them available. It's other important area. Registers, these other big words. We have number of experience with registers in many countries. Now it's also time to connect them, to use them better, and we have also experience with the bigger projects like eBrain is a good example, but also European reference networks when we have collection of data for rare diseases. So we like to make data used and available as well. There is a point in this regulation which is very important, that data, of course, are as a patients, we have rights to get our data, which is very clearly written in GDPR. But we like to make sure this is also quite specifically explained to the health data, and this act is helping with this. And the way the data access and the governance of the whole system is organized is also important. So the project which Petra has referred to, the European Data Space, is a project run by French, so-called Health Data Hub, with few other countries, and also involving a few research networks, also European Medicines Agency and ECDC, to really see how this, let's say, mini system can be piloted and can work, how Finnish data hub can connect to the French, to the Germans, and how data can be found and shared. So then very shortly about the AI Act. This is other important one, which is really weighted by numbers of stakeholders, including medical devices industry and patients, advocates, and also, of course, consumers, because this is not just health, this is a general use. But what are important points of interaction with humans is about the human oversight, risk management system, which is established, transparency of information for user, finally, also obligations for users. So all these things are now under negotiations, hopefully we'll see results relatively soon. And finishing with the question, can this really help with the development of new treatments for Alzheimer's disease? I think is a one more hope, and we really have to look forward. But of course, we know how complex is this area, and of course we have to be optimists, but also keep thinking, how we can make this system working. But I think we have heard already today from researchers, from regulators, and now you can hear from me that if the joint venture, the communication and also the negotiation between institutions will be finalized. The system is already in building. In primary health data, we have 11 states already exchanging the patient's data. And now with the pilot, I just explained, run by French data hub, we hopefully will get the prototype, how the system will work. The deadlines are relatively quick, 2025. Let's hope it is feasible. But I really feel, as I said, this is the regulation which is looking forward, and hopefully will bring us to 21st century research and development. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrzej. And to you, I would pose the question that while we are talking about also the aspects of the personal safety and data safety, do you think that we have solved more or less the structural challenges all in all after beyond 5 years from now?
Yeah, I think that when you go through the proposal, that the trust in the system is the heart of this proposal, and also the issue like cybersecurity, the way we control our data as individuals, or how data are governed, because this is exactly what I fully agree with Petra. What is important, that make data available and make them also secured. But at the same time, if we will not use them, because we are some, let's say, healthcare provider or research community sitting on them for one or other reason, this is the proposal: unleash the potential of data, because any river will go through if you just put the dam on it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Andrzej, and let's give him a round of applause.